So, a good friend once genuinely asked me the question.
Spontaneous speaking video. What the hell is that?
Well, this video is going to answer that. For those of you who are returning subscribers, you should probably already be familiar with my spontaneous speaking videos. And for those of you who are just coming to my page and just like Tay being like, what the hell is that? Here I am to explain it. I define my spontaneous speaking videos as either ideas and concepts that I ponder on or conversations I have with other people, all of which I choose to share with the world to spark discussion and promote harmony, personal development, and mental stimulation. So in other words, these are the thoughts that I have in the shower. These are the thoughts that I have as I'm conversing with other people. These are the thoughts that I have while I'm sitting in class. These are the thoughts that I have when I'm at church or when I'm doing my Bible study or when I'm like having my quiet time. These are my concepts and thoughts, the stuff that I read about, the stuff that I see in movies. Like I get these from all over the place. And I just feel like it'd be fun to share these ideas, these concepts, and these thoughts with you, whoever's watching, whoever has the time to watch, whoever has the interest to watch, the attention span to watch these videos on my page. And the reason why I call them spontaneous is because they're likely to be long, abstract, or not completely grounded, and more of discussion, beginning with showing where I stand on the concept and the issue or the topic or whatever. I'm the type of person that, although I have my own concepts and my own beliefs, my own theories, etc., I'm completely open to hearing other people's perspectives, and I actually love perspective shifting and being able to see how other people see things differently, how many other people agree with me on certain things, expanding ideas, drilling into them and all of that. And so I kind of use my spontaneous speaking videos as a launching pad for all of these ideas to help promote personal growth and harmony and just start discussion and all of that. You should also know that my spontaneous speaking videos, if you guys are returning subscribers, you probably already noticed from glancing at my page, my ideas may not be finished processing until the end of the video because I process as I speak. And that is actually how I came up with spontaneous speaking videos. So learning about myself, and this is something that I even knew before I was an ENF, before I realized or learned about MBTI and realized like, oh, I'm an ENFJ, is that I'm the type of person that as I speak, my ideas begin to form, my concepts begin to form. All of a sudden, my thoughts just take shift. My thoughts take shape. That's the word I'm looking for. And so I can just be talking, and then all of a sudden it's like another ENFJ friend that I have. He didn't even know about MBTI, but he was explaining exactly like how our minds work in a similar fashion. He'll just be talking or he'll be thinking about something, and it's like like dominoes, like whoa, this idea, this idea, this idea, this idea, and you just keep on going. And that's kind of how I am. And so usually when I make these spontaneous speaking videos, then I have an idea or concept and the general frame of it, and I haven't really thought about it like too deeply. I haven't like vocalized it that much unless if I've already had the conversation with somebody else. But most of the time, they're still a little bit raw, and I just pull out my iPad, I pull out my phone, set it up, and I just start talking. And that's why I like to call it spontaneous speaking videos, because they're absolutely spontaneous. I've went from my first spontaneous speaking video, which was confidence versus conceit. You can go back into my page and like look at that one. And if you look at how I've been getting better with that, my spontaneous speaking videos, they're still lengthy, and that's something that you should and that is something that you should suspect or expect as you're watching these spontaneous speaking videos, because you're supposed to watch me stumble over words. You're supposed to watch me be in my raw form as I vocalize things. You were supposed to watch me. My friend said that as she watches my spontaneous speaking videos, she enjoys seeing me just like sometimes just be silent for a moment and like look up into nowhere as I'm thinking about what I'm about to say next, or as I'm like making sure that whatever I said makes sense, or like as new things are coming to me. You're supposed to be experiencing all of that with me. And that's kind of the idea of the spontaneous speaking videos, which is why I try not to do a lot of editing with them. I actually even plan not to do any editing with them at all, but I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time. Especially if I'm like taking too long to like get things together. But I've become a lot more organized. Like I have tally marks, just with the one sentence on like which points to hit. As soon as I see the sentence or I state it, then I just go off of it, which is kind of even what I'm doing right now. And it just helps me to stay within time frames. But you should expect these spontaneous speaking videos to run anywhere between like maybe like 5 to even 20 minutes. And my other projects that I have, such as like the MBTI ones, the NF Suck videos, me and David's video that I put out recently, that ran up to 52 minutes, which actually got a lot of views for such a long video. So I'm very grateful for that. But those type of videos, I do put a lot of editing into that because those are different from my spontaneous speaking videos. Those are like, you have to catch like everything, like this your pure content of what we're saying, and you don't have to sit there and watch us as we think or whatever. But be in expectancy for my spontaneous speaking videos that there will be spontaneity. Sometimes I'll just go off on a tangent. Sometimes I'll just start speaking fast. Sometimes I'll just go silent and you don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect, but the idea of it is to be like in raw form, like it's a raw thing. And I actually got the idea not only from knowing how my mind works and how I speak, taking form of my ideas and everything as I speak them and vocalize them, but also Elliot Hulse, ELLIOTTHULSE. If you look him up on YouTube, he's also in the NFJ, a lot more aggressive than I am, but he puts up these videos where he just sets up his iPhone. He probably has like a tripod or something, and he just does the same thing. He's actually answering people's advice, or he's speaking on his own concepts that I'm sure he receives the same way that I do, like just comes to his mind and everything, and he explains them. And that's actually where I got the phrase, well, not the phrase, but my little outro done from. At the end of his videos, a lot of times he just doesn't know how else to finish it, so he's like, done. And that's kind of how it is. So I think in my first video, I accidentally did that. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to just keep it. But for those of y'all who may be wondering like where I got that from, or if you go and stumble upon his videos and say, hey, this is where Denzel got it from. Yeah, I'm letting you guys know now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy them. And I'm aware that many will not prefer that this type of like spontaneous speaking videos type of stuff. But I appreciate those who do watch and support. And I appreciate all of you, especially like my subscribers right now. Like right now I'm at 217, and I've had my YouTube channel for years now, I would say, but I was only posting like, if you go down lower, like I was only posting like some weird content. My angry African dad prank call video has like 30,000 views. I did not expect it to blow up that high, but it wasn't until my first spontaneous speaking video, the confidence versus conceit one, that that's where I say that I started my YouTube channel, and all of a sudden my subscribers started just like piling up. And I know that 217 may not be like big to a whole bunch of other people, but to me that's a big deal. Like if I was to be standing here right now and I know that 217 people are willingly listening to me, or at least half of them, which would be what, 100 and something. I don't like math. But yeah, 100 and something people like attentively listening to me and being encouraged by what I have to say, being encouraged to like go lead the world, like to go make the world a better place or become a better version of themselves. That's big for me. And so I appreciate all of you who subscribed, and for those of you who choose not to subscribe, I don't want to say that I understand, but at the same time, I do understand. This might not be your type of thing, but come and check back every now and then. I have a lot of plans for 2017. I'm planning to finish my series of the MBTI Low Key Sucks videos, and then I'm gonna make a new series of the MBTI High Key Rock videos, which is the suck videos are of course explaining how each and every type basically can come out in a bad form, or how they, according to my subjective knowledge or whatever, would suck, including my own type. And they're meant to be like, constructive criticism, and humor and all of that. The two that I've put out so far seem to have been a hit, so I'm grateful for that. I put out the NF's Low Key Suck and the SP's Low Key Suck, and soon I'm gonna be doing the SJ's Low Key Suck and the NT's Low Key Suck. Then I'm gonna do the same order with High Key Rocks, and I'm gonna highlight all of their greatest attributes and just basically like brag on them, which would be honestly a lot easier for me because I'm not the type of person to just come down hard on people and like down them. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I have some more material with MBTI coming out as well. Like I'm gonna be interviewing my friend Kylisa. She's an ENFP. We're planning that. And lastly, we're going to be I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews as well with that are aside from MBTI stuff. Like my roommate Brandon, I'm going to interview him. He does a lot of like film stuff, and I'm going to like highlight his company or what he's doing. And Tay, I'm going to highlight a lot of what he's doing as well with his flexible dieting and Olympic weightlifting and stuff. But yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoy those. Be on the lookout for that. And that's kind of what's going to be coming up for the rest of this year. Have some more stuff going on. I actually don't know what's going on with the Gems Ask and Tell stuff. I know that a lot of you guys have been wondering. Go talk to Jamila about that. I don't know. But we'll see where this goes. I guess that's where the spontaneity comes in, right? But yeah, thanks for rocking with me. Dang, 12 minutes is already hit up now. Done.